People, white dog here. The white dog. Ah, look at that. There you go. We've got some light. Let there be light. So, what's happening here at White Dog Towers? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. A little while ago, I decided to get hold of the new preamp from Boss, which is the BD-2W, which is their booster stroke preamp. So as I normally do, I got myself onto Thomman and to have a little look at that. So it's the new Waza Craft preamp booster pedal, and it's the BD-1W. So the Boss pedal is obviously a world-renowned, been used, but I've been interested to find out a little bit about the Waza Craft stuff, and the booster preamp is the latest version of their Waza Craft pedal to be released. I understand it's just come out around a few weeks ago or something along those lines, I think. So I thought we'd have a quick look at that. Now that hasn't actually arrived yet, unfortunately, but dun, dun, dun. So me being me, I thought to myself, well, if we're going to have a look at the booster pedal, then, well, we might as well have a look at some of the other pedals that might sit in the chain after the booster pedal, right? There's no point having a look at just the booster pedal, or is there? I don't know. Maybe we'll try and do the booster pedal on its own. So I think I know what this is. We are expecting the booster pedal. That hasn't come yet, so we won't be doing the demo just yet, but I think we have got some of the other pedals that I've decided to have a little look at. So let's check out this box and see what's in here, huh? Ew, very nice. Ooh, got some plugs, which we don't need because we use power bricks. But we've got some spare plugs, and they can sit around and get in the way and not really do much. Of course, we use pedal power because they are the best. There we go. Box. Excuse me. Recycling time. Okay. So I'm not sure which one's which because the on the top at least the box. So this is the 2W, the blues. Ah. Okay. Gumph, paperwork, recycling, etc., etc., etc. QR codes, blah blah. It's almost like Christmas. God, it's cold here. You might think it's cold like Christmas, unless you're somewhere where it's not very cold, of course, in which it wouldn't be cold, I guess. Look at that. So this is the Waza Craft blues driver, the BD-2W. So what I thought I would do is I'd concentrate on the different areas. So first we'll do the distortions. The pedals are in different sort of ranges. So we've got the overdrives, we've got the blues driver, you've got the distortion. So we're going to do those three. No, I think we're going to do the fuzz as well as part of that group. It's nice. I mean, look, it's Boss, right? It's heavy, it's metallic, it's metally, unlike other videos where I've accused certain things of being too plasticky. People love that word, by the way, plasticky. It's going to enter the general, populace, the vocabulary, plasticky. So as always, it's Boss, isn't it? They always feel great, substantial in the hand, and there you go. You got your little Waza Craft there, and we're going to have a listen to it at some point. Not today, but we are going to have a little look at that. We're going to check things out and see how they sound, and with the booster pedal, because there's no point doing anything without the booster pedal, right? That's the whole point of this. So the blues driver. And the other one I think that has arrived is let's have a look. SD-1W. Ah, okay. So this is the OD, which I'm imagining. I mean, I don't know, but I'm imagining that OD stands for overdrive. More papers, more stuff, more QR codes. I keep bashing the mic, sorry. More QR codes. Ugh. Ta-da! So this is the super overdrive, the SD-1W, and of course it's the Waza Craft version, because there's no point me really having a look at the old ones, because frankly they've been played by absolutely everyone and anyone. In fact, I saw some images, some video of Joe Satriani knocking around a little while back, and he had his small little pedal board, his travel pedal board, and that had the, I'll show you in a second. So again, that is Boss, and it just feels great. It's nice and heavy, substantial. It's going to be great underfoot. Level, drive, tone, which is basically the same as on this, effectively the same setup, right? Yeah, fantastic. So there they go. There we go. Got those two there. We're going to be having a look at those in a little while. We're just waiting on a couple more bits to come through. Now I have, bear with me. I've had on my little practice pedal here the Distortion. This is the DS-1W, and again, it was a Craft version. So we'll be having a little look and a bit of a listen there. This is the old Iridium, the Strymon. Don't know if you ever checked those out. Those are, because I play straight into the computer, and it just makes things sound nice and Strymon-like. And then of course we've got the power, the pedal power. Just the best power blocks there are, really, aren't they? I mean, they do what they say on the tin, those bad boys. So yes, there you go. And anyway, sorry, Joe Satriani. I got a little bit sidetracked. Looking at nice, colourful, shiny things that make sounds and noises and all that kind of stuff. So yes, this was on Joe Satriani's small travel pedal board. So that's how highly these things are rated. I don't know if it was the Waza or whether it was the original, which would have been just the DS1. It wouldn't have the W after it, because the W stands for Waza, strangely enough. So there you go. So I'm waiting on two more pedals. We're waiting on the preamp stroke booster pedal, and we're waiting on the fuzz, and we're going to do those four as a group of distortions. There's the other group of distortions which I wouldn't quite class in the same bracket as these, so we're going to do those separately. I would class the others, which are the heavy metal distortions. I would class those a little bit differently. They're not overdrives per se. I mean, they're probably closer to the distortion, but either way, we're going to do those as separate. I think there's two metal zone and something else. Again, the Waza Crafts. And then we're going to look at the modulations, I think, at some point as well. And then we'll look at the there's a vibrato, isn't there? There's a couple of bits and pieces. There's the delay, and there's a couple of other bits and pieces. So the plan is, over the next month or two, is to cover pretty much the entire range of pedals from Waza Craft. That's the idea. Will it happen? Well, I hope so. I mean, there's loads of other stuff here as well. I mean, you can see we've got the Sunset, we've got the Riverside, we've got all sorts of stuff knocking around here at White Dog Studios. A whole bunch of new drums from Liberty there. Can you see the acrylic kit? Let's have a look at that. Hang on, so I can find that for you. So not even remotely guitar related, and probably not of much interest to guitarists really, but this is the I've got to put some As you can see, we've got nothing on the bottom, no springs or anything on the bottom or anything like that, so we've got to put those on and things. But this is a 13-inch snare from those fantastic people over at Liberty Drums. And we'll be doing a little bit of a look through at my new acrylic kit. It's a smaller size, so everything's going to be downgraded a little bit, as you can probably see behind me. I've got my Liberty kit, which is over there at the moment, which is bigger. Everything's bigger. So the acrylic kit is going to go in. It's going to be a 20 kick. It's going to be a 10 and a 12 or an 8 and a 10 tom for practice, plus a 13, whereas that kit is a full-size rock kit. This would be classed as a fusion type kit, I would think, at those sizes. You get away with a bit of rocking, but you know. So yeah, that's the idea at some point. And what we might look at is we might look at hybrid kits and things as I swap this over and turn it into a hybrid kit, which is what I'm going to use it for. So anyway, a little bit of an update, loads and loads of new things to talk about here at White Dog Towers. So over the coming weeks, we'll get some Waza Craft stuff up for you. We're going to do some demos and things. We're going to play some guitar. We may not do it very well, but we're going to play some nonetheless. I might see if I can keep my moustache here. Might see if we can get that to stay straight. That'd be quite nice as well. Maybe by the time the Waza Craft comes along, maybe if we can get it to set up nicely, that might be quite cool as well. So lots of stuff to review. There's going to be some videos coming out over the Christmas period. Lots of new stuff. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It always looks like that in here, to be fair. So every day's Christmas here at White Dog Towers. All right, great stuff. I've put some links for stuff in the bottom. We always try to get what we can from Thomman because we think it's important to support other suppliers, other retail outlets, than the big one that everyone tends to spend all their money on, which we think is really important. So I'll put some stuff in the bottom there. You can check out all of the pedals over at Thomman as well if you want to. And I shall leave it there. It's the White Dog saying, well, goodbye, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it happens to be, wherever you happen to be. All right. Bye-bye, and I shall speak to you soon.